All right, it's 12 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for more One Piece. So, let's get it started, shall we? Yo, peoples! Kyushu92 here, and welcome back to yet another live reading of One Piece. Today, we will be reading Volume 64 of the series titled 100,000 versus 10. And we only have 10 chapters this time, so it probably won't go on as long as it did yesterday. Good to see you, Kohagen. Good to see you, Sir Cashalot. It is unfortunate that you got spoiled on One Piece, Kohagen, but that's the reason why you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. The Story of One Piece, Volume 64. Having finished their 2 years of training, the Straw Hat crew reunites on the Sabaody archipelago. They set sail more determined than ever to reach the New World. The Straw Hats finally reach Fishman Island, but are quickly ambushed by the new Fishman pirates. I forgot to set it back after I was done with them nights last night. I forgot to do it. I forgot to do it. Thank you, Kohagen. I forgot to set that back. I was messing with settings today. But we're good now. Let's do that again. The Story of One Piece, Volume 64! Having finished their 2 years of training, the Straw Hat crew reunites on the Sabaody archipelago. They set sail more determined than ever to reach the New World. The Straw Hats finally reach Fishman Island, but are quickly ambushed by the new Fishman pirates. Luffy and his crew then hear from Jinbei why the Fishmen hate humans. One reason is that the death of their hero Fisher Tiger was caused by humans. Another part of the story concerned Queen Otohime, who worked to bring humans and fishmen together until she was assassinated. Shirahoshi and her siblings inherited their mother's will, but... And now we have chapter 627 all the way down to 636. Chapter 627, thank you! Decks of the New World, Volume 13. Baratie joined Teppanyaki ship Nasugashira. So we got Patty and the other guy. I forgot the other guy that's always with Patty on the Baratie. But he's on a Teppanyaki ship that has a face that looks eerily like the Duval wanted poster of Sanji. But let's continue. An assassin's bullet has claimed the life of Queen Otohime of the Kingdom of Ryugu.
I got the assassin! It's him! I know it's him!
Who is it?
Jinbei!
And Jinbei runs over, and it's a person who's down on the ground who's been shot.
Hide it!
Big Boss Jinbei?
What will become of the Queen's dream? This is too cruel!
But this is reality.
No! He's a pirate! It's a fact!
Stop!
Hody!
Because Hody Jones is holding up a human. And Jinbei is all like, no, we can't show this because this is just gonna ruin Otohime's dream. But Hody's all like,
it's a fact, but this is reality. It was a human who killed our queen!
As he screams this out loud.
Queen Otohime was killed by a human!
And he's screaming this out loud towards everyone. And everyone sees this. The princes, Princess Shirahoshi.
Yeah, what did we ever do to deserve this?
A human? Our will to live in harmony with humans has been crushed.
Our will to live in harmony with humans has been crushed.
They've taken the life of our beloved queen.
Killing you will bring Queen Otohime back, human!
There's no justice in this world.
It's too cruel! It's just too cruel!
Shell Tower, Ryugu Castle. The king is still in Shell Tower? Yes, he says he can't control his rage.
Lock the gate. Do not open it until my bloodlust has subsided.
And Neptune apparently had them lock him in a room. The culprit had a gun, so a soldier shot him. It was a human. Minister of the left, I would have slain him whether he was armed or not.
Oh wait, Minister of the left, I would have slain him whether he was armed or not. But Otohime would never have wanted that. Now no one will ever know what started this chain of vengeance. Killing someone only makes you a part of the cycle of murder, and the children who witness it will be affected. My mind understands Otohime's dream, but my heart is too broken. Why am I not allowed to kill the one who murdered my wife? That is something I will never understand. As a warrior, I have killed many to avenge my brethren. I've also killed many human invaders. That's why I had no right to help Otohime with her movement, so I just stood by and watched over her. Why did an innocent die while I lived? If I took over Otohime's project now, I'd be a hypocrite. But the hearts and minds of men continue to change. They are full of contradictions, whether they be fishmen or humans, and there are things that only a warrior can protect.
Your Majesty, something strange is going on!
What is it?
Wherever I go, this letter keeps coming to me.
This is the 5th one, Father.
A love letter? A love letter? Shirahoshi is only 6.
And the love letter says,
I've fallen in love with you, I think. Now marry me!
Vanderdecken.
Who is this Vanderdecken?
He's the latest in a long line of pirates of that name.
My children mustn't take part in the funeral. The sniper's accomplices may still be around.
What?
And capture this pirate Vanderdecken at once.
Yes, Your Highness! And everyone attends the funeral of Otohime. The king, his guards, all the citizens, Jinbei, Aladdin, the ministers of the left and right.
The forest of the sea.
And then someone chimes in. Bzzz. Attention, citizens!
The monitor! Prince Fukaboshi!
Oh, this is Prince Fukaboshi who says, attention, citizens.
Fukaboshi.
Mother said that soon we would see the real sun. The next reverie is in 2 years. Maybe that's too soon for your hearts and minds to become as one. But there will be another in 6 years, and in 10. We will realize our mother's dream, even if it takes the rest of our lives. And Fukaboshi, being the eldest son, and by far the most responsible, is there with his siblings, Mamboshi and Ryuboshi, along with Shirahoshi. Princess! Some of you may have had a change of heart because of this tragedy. We'll discard all the signatures that have survived the fire. We'll start all over again. One day, when your wounded hearts have healed, let us dream of the sun once more. And basically seeing their queen, in the words of her son, all the citizens just bawl and cry their eyes out. But now, we are done with the flashback, and we go back to the present.
That was 10 years ago. The Princess Fukaboshi, Ryuboshi, and Mamboshi led the way. Together, with the king and the princess, they called upon the citizens. Thanks to their hard work, the signatures are flowing in once again. Well, are flowing in once more. And that is the story of our island's battle against prejudice over the last 16 years. And the origin of the Fishman Pirates. The responsibility for Arlong's reign of terror in your homeland.
As Nami listens in,
rests entirely with me as his sworn older brother. It was my intention to stop him if he ever ran amok. But Arlong bribed the local Navy officers and made sure that the information didn't reach Navy headquarters.
All right, now just kill yourself. That won't undo the crime, but at least Nami will feel a little better.
kind of going overboard, Sanji. You really simping that hard? It's all like, I'm gonna make this person kill themselves to make Nami feel better, as if Nami would feel okay with that. You truly don't know Nami at all if you think that sort of, like, he really is simping hard for someone like Nami, for him to be all like, all right, now that you told your story, just go ahead and off yourself.
Stop it, Sanji. He didn't mean any harm.
Yeah, but still.
I will accept any punishment.
Stop it, it's Arlong that I hate. I'm just glad you weren't an accomplice to his atrocities. You're Luffy's friend, right? It's true that I suffered terribly because of Arlong, but I met some great people because of that.
You mean me, Nami?
It's all connected. I can't hate you just because you're a fishman. So please, don't apologize to me about my life. It's not all bad. I'm having a lot of fun now.
And Jinbei is taken aback because he's expecting her to be angry.
You, Nami.
And then Kami's smiling.
Your words touch me deeply. Thank you.
As Jinbei bows his head and just cries.
I totally get you, brother. You're a man among men, Jinbei. That tiger guy in Otoshime or whoever. I love you, fishman.
Nami, as usual, is a bigger person. Sanji True is a shallow simp. He really is.
I love you, fishman. Shut up, Frankie.
His conscience was tormenting him.
As Nami looks at Jinbei.
Hey, you! How long are you gonna sleep?
As Sanji kicks Luffy in the face. Yeah! Huh? Hey! Jinbei! So what happened to the robber, the queen caught?
That was like the first scene. You slept through the whole thing?
You're Shirahoshi, right?
You're friends with the Neptunians? Nami-chin, Chopper-chin, she's the princess. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't hold back the tears when I think of my mother.
She must have been a great mother.
She was. We only just met, but I feel so at peace around you, Miss Nami-chin.
Oh, Mermaid
Mermaid Princess! Nami-chin is just her nickname, and...
Really? I guess we have some things in common.
Goes Nami to Shirahoshi, because they both suffered at the hands of fishmen. They both suffered at the hands of... No, I wouldn't say they've both suffered at the hands of fishmen. They both lost their mothers. No, you're right. That's what they have in common. They both lost both of their mothers. For Nami, it was Belmare. And for Shirahoshi, it was Otohime. Also, I should have said this at the beginning. Y'all know how in the past, when I was doing One Piece episode reactions and cool things would be happening and I'd be all like, I wish we had this in One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. They're adding new characters to One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. News is dropping on the 22nd of this month. On Saturday, news will drop of new characters that are being added to One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. And, yeah. After 3 years, One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 is getting a new content update. Now, I don't know if it's just going to be characters and some additional stuff, or if it's just going to be characters and that's it. But a lot of characters come to mind of who they can add in One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. Especially considering where the manga is currently, there's a lot of things that they could add. But we'll talk about that later. But yeah, I will be playing One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 on the channel once more. Yeah, but
I guess we have some things in common.
I'm sorry that took so long. Here's what happened at Ryuko Castle. Hody and his band attacked, and took the king and his soldiers hostage, and 4 of your friends are now missing.
which is Brook, Zoro, Usopp, and Papagu. And Hody and his crew, and then Neptune and the soldiers, as it shows next to Jinbei.
That is all the information we have right now.
Yeah, Jinbei. If Hody's scheme is working, then the kingdom should be descending into chaos right now.
Oh yes, you were at the Fishman District, so you know about Hody's plan, is that right? After that man left the army, I knew he was plotting something, but he never acted on it in front of me.
Yes, I know. Hody hates humans even more than Arlong does. He's the embodiment of the pure accumulated hatred of all fishmen. But there is one way he's different from Arlong. Though Arlong despised humans, he never preyed upon his fellow fishmen. But Hody will kill any fishman who's friendly with humans, in cold blood. This is the year of the reverie. We have many signatures. This year, King Neptune intends to tell the world that the people of Fishman Island want to emigrate.
And Hody wants to prevent that?
Well, not only that,
And Chopper screams as he goes,
There's a huge transponder snail in the forest!
yeah, it's a video transponder snail. The monitor is activating. And this is Den who said this. And then a big screen pops up.
Hey,
Testing.
it's him!
Attention, all citizens of Fishman Island. Can you hear me? I am the captain of the new Fishman Pirates. Hody Jones.
And that's the end of chapter 627. Onwards to 628. Spring cleaning. Candy Factory Town, Fishman Island. And people are stepping on a photo of Queen Otohime.
All right, next!
And they're making the citizens walk over the image of Otohime. I had no choice. They'll kill us if we don't step on it.
Queen Otohime will forgive us for this.
You pass. Next.
They're all stepping on it without hesitation! Seems like the queen wasn't so respected after all!
And this is Daruma, the small member of the new Fishman Pirates, the one that always is grinning ear to ear. He looks like a piranha, but he's not. Hey, Captain Hody's broadcast is starting. Candy Factory Town.
To the citizens of Ryugu Kingdom in Fishman Island, I have an announcement to make.
So he's the mastermind.
Isn't he the man who shot the queen's assassin?
He's a former member of Neptune's army.
This kingdom will fall, and then it will be reborn. Behold your new king.
Coral Hill. He's going to usurp the throne?
Where's he broadcasting this from?
What happened to the king? I heard the Straw Hat Pirates were occupying Ryugu Castle. What happened to them? What's going to become of this kingdom?
Those who want to be friends with the humans will have to go. Soon the new citizens from the Fishman District will be coming here. They all hate humans and eagerly await the new order.
What? They're coming here?
Those lawless fugitives are gonna live here?
You all witnessed the death of your beloved Queen Otohime. Even if you trust humans and welcome them with smiles, all that awaits you is betrayal. Why can't you understand that?
And all three princes are looking at Hody. How dare he? And they're all ready to fight. They all got their weapons ready. Like, all of them are ready to throw hands. I love these princes. The Forest of the Sea.
The Neptune family lured you down a path that leads to death. Open your eyes.
And Shirahoshi can only go,
No!
Jinbei's watching, Nami's watching, and so is Luffy.
Behold! Here is your great knight. He's a decrepit old man.
As Hody shows King Neptune bound in chains right behind him.
Father!
King Neptune!
It was sort of our fault the king was captured. Well, it was mostly Zoro's fault.
What did you people do?
Big boss, don't misunderstand. The Neptune army attacked them first.
It's time to say farewell to the old kingdom of Ryugu. 3 hours from now, in the Concord Plaza, I will execute this incompetent king. And I found something very interesting here at Ryugu. 10 years ago, Queen Otohime risked her life to get this letter from a celestial dragon. Once it's destroyed, it can never be replaced. And in this giant box are the signatures of more than half of the citizens. So many fools who want to be friendly with the humans. These are the names of those who would defy my new order. In other words, this is a list of traitors. You can all stop stepping on the picture now. It's easy to lie and step on Otohime's face. These signatures are concrete proof of whether you're with me or against me.
No!
I will execute each and every one of you.
He's literally flipping the pages of every single person who signed Otohime's signatures all throughout, not just after she passed, but not just during the time when she passed, but ever since then. And he plans to execute all those people?
I will execute each and every one of you.
This is abominable.
That's what kings do. To me, you are nothing but a selfish fool. And lastly, the Straw Hat Pirates.
And that gets Luffy's attention.
Look here! I know you're watching this from a monitor somewhere. These are the humans who thwarted the ambitions of the Arlong Pirates and stirred the rage of the fishmen.
Usopp! Zoro! Brock!
What are they doing?
They got captured! And Kamie's only looking on.
By the time the king has been executed, this room will have filled with water. You humans are an inferior race fit to be drowned like rats. Straw Hat Luffy with the 400 million berry bounty. I will take your heads and make an example of you to the humans on the surface. Now, it's time for the spring cleaning of the old Ryugu kingdom to begin. In 3 hours, this land will be reborn as the proud Fishman Island.
And then the monitor just shuts off. You gotta love when a villain just goes off on a big, massive tirade. Hey Kyushu, how are you? Leaper, good to see you. I'm doing great. We're reading One Piece. And we recently learned that One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 is getting some actual content again after 3 whole years. We'll get some news on it this upcoming Saturday on what new characters are going to be added. I got some ideas in mind, but some of them may be spoilers for people who are not past this point in the series. So I'm not going to say who I have the ideas of. So if you have an idea, then keep that to yourself because we never know. But I hope you're doing well as well. I hope you're doing good as well, Leaper. Hope you enjoy yourself while you're here. But the monitor shuts off. This is terrible.
I won't let you,
goes Fukaboshi. And it cuts back to the room with Usopp, Zoro, and Brook inside this room that's starting to fill up with water.
Sheesh! The water's rising fast! Do something, Zoro!
All right, unlock these chains.
Chains? Unlock! Gah! It's no use! I don't have psychic powers!
Hey, did you notice how the fishman acted when I move?
Ah! It moved!
That's right, I'm a bunch of bones! I'm a bunch of dead bones! My name is Brook! Yo!
If you just kept pretending to be a corpse, you could be freeing us right now!
And this is both Usopp and Zoro who are upset at Brook. Somebody help! They'll kill me!
Oh wait, I'm already dead.
Yo!
Well, at least Nami got away, right? She just needs to bring Luffy and the others here.
But what if they don't come? Robin impersonation. I hope Nami hasn't been torn to pieces by some deep-sea fish.
And Usopp changes his face to look just like Robin. Mainly it's the eyes. It's mainly the eyes. You sound just like her!
The Forest of the Sea, deeper area.
It's a bit different from the other poneglyphs I've read before. It's almost like a letter. Or maybe an apology. But who is it apologizing to? Who are you? Joy Boy.
The Forest of the Sea.
And we cut back to Luffy and his crew.
Hey, my bounty's at 400 million? When did it go up? This is no time to celebrate that!
He's trying to pick a fight with us, goes Sanji.
You became instantly famous after the war. Once a bounty passes 300 million, it usually doesn't go up anymore.
Well, if it's a fight he's looking for, I'll give him one!
Wait, Luffy!
Father! Megalo! I have to go help him!
Wait! Princess Shirahoshi! Stop, Megalo!
As Shirahoshi goes flying off, prepares to fly off in another direction to help her father.
Big Boss Jinbei, but...
Luffy, Princess, wait a moment.
I don't think the princess should go either. The thing Hody fears most in the kingdom of Ryugu is Princess Shirahoshi's ability.
It would be futile for him to mold Fishman Island into his ideal nation if you could just summon the Neptunians to destroy it.
Holding the king hostage is a way to prevent you from doing that. Hody wouldn't even think about taking the princess hostage in order to use her power for himself. The power itself terrifies him too much. He joined forces with Vanderdecken because he can strike at her at any time. Hody's way is to kill anything that might get in his way.
I've heard of this power of mine, but I've never spoken to any of these Neptunians. I'm not even sure it really exists.
I see. Then we'd better make sure Hody doesn't find out. We want him to go on fearing it.
Shark, take me to Ryugu Castle! Sanji, take care of Wimpy here! And then Luffy just high-fives Sanji. Sanji's more than happy to look after the mermaid princess.
I said wait, Luffy! I can't allow you and your band to fight Hody.
Because we're human?
Things get complicated when you two say that.
And it's both Frankie and Chopper who says, like, because we're human, one is a human reindeer hybrid. The other is a cyborg. To call themselves completely human is a bit of a stretch.
Things get complicated when you two say that. That's right. Many fishmen still harbor resentment towards mankind. Let me handle this.
And then Luffy tips his hat and goes, Jinbei, Hody's got my crew. If I don't get him, my friends and everybody else will be in danger. I'm going. If you want to stop me, go ahead and try.
Luffy!
I fought alongside you, so I misjudged you. You're his little brother, all right. But if you won't stay put, you leave me no choice.
And it looks like they're prepared to fight. That's the end of chapter 628. Onwards to 629, but first, an SBS. Oda. Hi everyone, how do you do? The weather sure is hot recently. Oh, I guess summer is coming. It's actually winter right now. But you know how we always feel like eating some Chinese food during summer? Oh look, a common street sign in summer. It started this year. Also, let's have ice cold SBS. Wait, what? Oh wait, this is a reader put up a sign that says, I started serving SBS, sign NG. And Oda's the one who said all that stuff, and you didn't realize that the SBS had already started. Question, Odachi, sneeze for me, sign kitty kitty or kitty kitty mai. Answer, kitchen. And sniffing. Question, if you woke up in the morning and found out that your left hand turned into crab hand Gyoro's hand, what would you do? I'd boil it, sound Maeda. Answer, you're gonna eat it? It's your own hand. Well, if you're gonna eat it anyway, I'll have some too. I won't be eating my hand, but I'll have some of yours. I'd be acting like Davy Jones. Do you feel this? Do you feel like dark abyss? All your deeds laid bare, all your sins banished. I can offer you an escape. Imagine, you're just asking for it. Question. I have a question. It's about Megalo. Let me guess. Did you base that on the ancient giant shark called Megalodon? Don't they say that there are still a few surviving ones? Signed, Miha. I fear for the world if a Megalodon still exists. I mean, sure, we got heavy automatic weapons, but we don't know what's in the depths of the ocean. We don't, because no one has ever been able to get that far. We need drones for that, and even then, we get like some super murky, unable to see through water that gets back, and it's only at like 15 frames a second, so you can't tell what's going on. Answer! That's exactly right. It's Megalodon. They are the ancestors. They are the ancestors of the great white sharks, and fossils of their teeth have been found. By studying those fossils, I think that the length of those sharks were anywhere from 13 meters to 20 meters. We're speaking in meters, Kohagen, your favorite way of measuring things. Even the scary great white is 5 meters long. I'm sure it was a really powerful monster. And yes, I based Megalo on Megalodon. I mean, is literally just missing the Don part at the end of his name. Chapters 629, Former Warlord in the Way. Text of the World, Volume 14, Cocoa Village. And we have Noriko, the doctor that stitched up Zoro, that stitched up Zoro in his cut from Mihawk, and I think that's Choba. Yeah, I think that's Choba. Along with Captain Genzo, as they're looking at the wanted poster, and Genzo is like taken aback by Nami's new outfit. You know, she's just wearing a bikini top from now on with her long hair. But everyone is just chilling around Belmare's grave as well. Orange is still there, flowers still there. It's good to see everybody.
Luffy, Jinbei, what are you two talking about?
Goes Nami. I have to get to Ryugu Castle to save my friends, and I'm gonna clobber Hody while I'm at it.
And I'm telling you to wait.
Hey, calm down, both of you.
Stop it, guys! Luffy, Big Boss Jinbei.
Shark, let me on! Take me to Ryugu Castle!
Fishman karate.
Huh?
Shark brick fist.
And then Jinbei punches towards Luffy. Mind you, he's still like a couple of steps away from Luffy. And Luffy feels the brunt of the attack of Shark Brick Fist. And he gets launched backwards.
Luffy-chin! What?
Gah! That hurt!
It worked? Even though he's made of rubber?
The essence of Fishman karate is the control of water. The shockwaves pulsate through the water and in the air and in the body. All living things are made of water. A rubber man like you is no exception.
Come, Jet Stamp! And Jinbei blocks this attack from Luffy.
Is that it? After all your training?
That's enough.
And then Robin, as both Jinbei and Luffy launch towards one another, Robin is right in between them. Hey, get out of the way, Robin!
Who are you? Stay out of this!
Robin! Robin's in danger! And then Sanji goes in to dive in to save Robin, but he has like a kissy face, so it's like, were you gonna save her, or were you gonna try and sneak a kiss in? But he tries to grab onto her, and then Robin just disappears into like a mass of flower petals, and Luffy and Jinbei still didn't stop, so both of their hits not only hit Sanji, but also hit each other. So Sanji got caught up in the middle, and then him spinning caused their punches to roll off of him, and he still hit each other. So all three dudes got hit at once. Luffy, Jinbei, and Sanji, and they're just down.
Huh? What was Robin doing in the forest?
I don't know what's going on here, but aren't you two friends? Don't fight.
And the real Robin shows up.
Think about it, Luffy. What do you think would happen if you started fighting Hody on Fishman Island? Every time the Fishmen have opened their hearts to humans, it has led to tragedy time and again. Humans are brutal creatures. Humans hate and despise fishmen. That is the history the fishmen have experienced. It's a fact that the fishmen all think like that. And as for Arlong, there are some who think he was hunted down just because he was a fishman. And if you, Arlong's vanquisher, were to enter the fray, what do you think would happen if you fought Hody? Even if you saved Fishman Island, Hody would become a martyr. Another fishman struck down for rebelling against the humans. It would seem as though history was repeating itself. That's what they would believe. That's what they would believe.
Hold on, Jinbei.
As Sanji, laying on his back after getting, bodied by Luffy and Jinbei at the same time, puts a cigarette back in his mouth and starts puffing.
We still need to save our captured friends. And if we don't do something, Fishman Island will fall into Hody's hands. We've got some good friends living on this island. Hey, Hachi, you kept refusing to tell us who roughed you up, but didn't you just say that Hody would kill any fishmen who were friendly with humans? Did they attack you because you sided with us?
Hachi,
Goes Nami.
Hachi, is that true? Hody did this to you?
As long as the legacy of Arlong lives on here, I can't go see them. Well...
And remember this, Jinbei. Another reason Luffy wants to beat Hody is because you live here too. We can't just sit here and watch. We have a reason to fight.
Because Kami's here, and Shirahoshi. This land is the mermaid paradise of my dreams. It's like, you had something, Sanji. You had it. You had me going in the first half, I ain't gonna lie. You had me going. like the trailer for that Invincible game, which turns out to be a mobile gacha game. Had us in the first half until the last part. You just lost me. Just get out of the way, Jinbei. I said I'm going.
I won't let you. I will take care of this.
Why you? Then I'll just beat you up.
Stop it! Stop it, both of you!
And then we cut back to the Ryugu Palace. Who do you want to leave? Who do you want to leave at Ryugu Castle, boss?
Hardly anyone. Ryugu Castle is an impregnable fortress. We just need to leave a few men behind to open the gates when we come back. We wouldn't want the king to be shut out of his own castle.
That's right.
Boss, what about the 3 straw hats?
The cut that swordsman gave me still stings. I'm running low. Bring me more energy steroids.
That's how he's healing? That's how he's healing? You're using steroids to keep yourself going? What about the crash? Is he not worried about the crash? He's popping these energy steroids like they're Tic Tacs. Like they're energy Tic Tacs. You know what happens when you run off of caffeine? When you stop drinking caffeine? The crash hits. When the sugar rush is going, what happens when that crash hits? This man is taking energy steroids, and he just keeps popping them.
I'm running low. Bring me more energy steroids. Well, they're only humans. Just let them drown. Even if someone does come to save them, they'll never get into the castle. But never mind that. What about the new citizens from the Fishman district? They're supposed to be starting the move. All right. There will be space for them soon enough. They can live in the houses of those who leave or choose to die. All our citizens will look down on humans. This is going to be a great country.
And he says this as he pops another steroid in his mouth. You can't just keep eating steroids like this. You're crazy. Candy Factory Town. And Daruma is just biting through the castle over and over and over and over and over again.
Daruma, what are you doing?
He's chewing through the stone wall of the factory. Because he's chewing through it like you see a termite chew through things in a cartoon. It's just like watching, it's just going all over, just biting through it.
How powerful are his jaws? My fangs hunger for more!
Daruma, cookie cutter shark fishman. Ah, that's the type he is.
How dare you give me cappuccino and trendy desserts for my valuable snack time? What am I, an office lady?
I'm sorry, Daruma.
Want me to rip through your flesh? My favorite food is the bones of giant fish! Don't forget it!
Yes, sir.
Whatever! I'm gonna be tearing through the royal family and the soldiers soon! I'm off to Concord Plaza now! You people had better not be late!
And he's like a little imp. He's just frantic and he's just crazy.
I'm off to Concord Plaza now! You people had better not be late!
I feel like having a more crazed voice would be better for Daruma. What do we do with the citizens?
Let them be! Their fate has already been decided!
And then Daruma just immediately starts biting through the ground and starts rapidly tunneling underground. The new fishmen pirates have 4 shark fishmen officers and 1 giant squid. And the island's best swordsman is their bodyguard, too. The Neptune brothers are our only hope. The princess will come through. I know it. Indoor pool, Ryugu Castle. I found our one ray of hope. Almost everyone's left in the castle, but Papagu was left behind. Whew. And it shows that Brooke has like a ghostly form emanating from his body. Like,
when did you learn how to do that?
You really are a ghost now.
Both Usopp and Zoro looking kind of like, Brooke, how did you become a ghost? Well, one day I was praying, and my soul just left my body. Yo! I went through walls left and right the day I learned this technique. What do you think I did? What do you think I did first? As Brooke's ghostly face has a nosebleed.
I'm so jealous! Zoro! I'm so jealous of him!
Shut up.
Then then have Papagu get the key for the chains. Oh, and we need the keys to the cage in the room, too. Hold on, idiot. I just need one sword. Find one of my swords. I can cut through them all.
Whoa! You can be so handy!
When will I do the latest chapter stream? Leaper, I do not read early scans. Like early scan sites. I always read One Piece chapters when they release on Sunday. So that's when I will read the latest chapter on Sunday. I don't read unofficial early scans that, people translate early. I don't do that anymore. I'm strictly official. So the next One Piece reaction will be on Sunday at possibly 12:30-ish or possibly 1 o'clock, but it'll probably be around 12:30 on a Sunday. And I only read One Piece on those days. Just letting you know ahead of time. Don't run! Papagu, it's me! We're sort of in a hurry. The keys. The keys. I mean, we need a sword.
Ah! Get away from me, ghost!
And Brooke's ghost is chasing Papagu around. Papagu doesn't understand what's going on. And that's the end. Got you. That's great. Thank you. Yeah, I've always wanted to be strictly official and strictly professional when it comes to my reactions. So I either read from the volumes or I read from the official site on Viz's Shonen Jump site. That's how I operate. That's how I operate. That's just, and I feel much better doing it as well because, yeah. But we got an SBS. Mr. Orachi, I have a question. It's a serious one. In volume 63, page 144, there's a partial message behind Kizaru. Aokiji's motto is lazy justice. So what are Kizaru's and Akainu's and Orachi's mottos? Please tell me. Sign KZK Jones. Answer, what? Mine too? Well, here's what they are. For Akainu, absolute justice. For Kizaru, uncertain justice. Aokiji, lazy justice. Oda, I love Anpanman. One of these things is not like the other. Well, anyway, if you have a lot of free time, you can think about what I meant by that. I love Takashi Yanase. Akainu's justice involves his eradicating all forms of evil, as shown by the destruction of Robin's hometown of Ohara. At the time, Aokiji based his thinking on burning justice, but through lots of thinking, he resorted to his current lazy justice. Kizaru probably saw everything from a distance and chose whether he thought fit best. Chose whatever he thought fit best. Over the past 2 years, or Manga Plus. Yeah, that's another one. And chose what over the past 2 years, a lot of things happened in the Navy. I can't wait to draw out exactly what happened, so please look forward to them in the main chapters. Dear Odachi, hello, I thought about Drake's and Beji's birthdays. So for Diaz Drake, October 24th. 10 is the Roman, X is the Roman numeral for 10, and it's also the 24th letter in the alphabet. Capone Gang Beji, January 17th. Same birthday as Al Capone. Sign, eraser stamp. What do you think? Answer, all right, I forgot that I had suspended thinking about the birthdays of these two supernovas. Pretending to think hard. Sure. It might be kind of late, but I don't quite understand the system behind the bounties. If you kill the bounty, you'll get money from the Navy, right? But if a pirate comes to deliver the bounty, won't the Navy capture the guy too? Sign, Sakimaru. Answer, yes, they will. That's why even if pirates defeat other pirates, they can't obtain bounties. All they will get is infamy. Ain't that something? The only way you can cash in on the bounty of a pirate is if you're a person who's not a pirate. Because if you're a pirate, you'll just get arrested for trying to arrest another pirate. That's an interesting system. Chapter 630, Getting Violent. Decks of the World, Volume 15, Rogue Town. And we get the man who sold Zoro the Kitetsu earlier on, and he's cleaning his bathtub while he has like a big old poster of Zoro behind him. And his wife is just looking at him like, what are you doing? Waterwheel Town, Northern Fishman Island.
The princes are heading for the plaza! What's to become of our country? Just because we wanted to live in peace with the humans, he wants to kill us?
The princess captured this bunch. Can we use these hostages to stop them somehow? We cannot allow the king to be executed.
It will not work. Captain Hody is a cruel and heartless man, Tink. He'll just abandon us and continue on his way, Tink.
And this is Dosun. This is Dosun who looks kind of forlorn. Like, even his hammerhead shape that used to be, lively and upright has now kind of lowered. Like, it's like someone seeing a sad person and they got drop loop jowls. They got jowls on the side of their face looking sad.
It's no good. The damage he took from Prince Fukaboshi sent Dosun's power gauge all the way down to tank. I'd better get him an energy steroid quick.
What?
I'd better get him an energy steroid quick. Here we go.
And then one of the fishmen takes a steroid and then just, with his teeth, and just goes, poof, and shoots it into Dosun's mouth.
He's always been like that, Tink.
And then his heart starts beating, then his heart starts beating because the energy steroid is taking effect.
A very proud man, very proud indeed, Blink.
Blink?
He even hates fishmen who do business with human pirates, Plonk.
Plonk?
Any fishman who dared to give blood to an injured human was silently dispatched in the dead of night, Tonk.
Tonk?
Human blood is tainted, Tonk! To give and receive their blood cheapens the sanctity of fishman blood! Dosun!
Now he's back to Dosun!
Fishmen who dare to side with the inferior humans are obstacles in our holy war! Kapow!
Dosun, hammerhead shark fishman. And with the energy steroids, Dosun is back to his full strength again.
He's gone beyond Dosun! Ah! He broke the chains! Where did he get the strength?
Steroids. And then Dosun picks up his big hammer.
You'll pay for this, Fukaboshi! Kaboom! I'll crush you next time! Zubow!
And with his hammer, he takes it and pretty much, for lack of a better description, decapitates an entire building. Just smacks a building right off of its foundation. And it goes flying into the distance.
Let's go, men! Wabam! To the execution platform at Concord Plaza. Grabam!
Yeah!
Goes his crew. Who's drunk? Who's drunk?
You are, Hyozo!
Fishman Cultural Hall, Southern Fishman Island.
Pull yourself together! You can't fight like that!
It's okay. Drinks on me.
We have to fight Fukaboshi and the Neptune army soon, and Jinbei might be with them.
No, forget it. He's softer than a sea slug. Your face sure spins a lot.
It's not my face, it's your brain!
How are you gonna hold your sword? I can hold it just fine. I can hold my sword. I can hold my sword just fine. And he just, I'm trying to do my best drunk impression, but,
Hey, what are you doing? Get away from him! Hyozo is a killer drunk!
And Hyozo just immediately starts cutting up everyone around him, including members of his own, own crew. Hyozo, blue-ringed octopus merman. All right, it's time I cut up Neptune. It's time to cut up some Neptunes. It's time to cut up some Neptunes. You're trying, you succeeded. I'm trying to.
What the heck are you saying?
Hyozo's speech is becoming incredibly slurred to the point where it's indescribable that even Oda can't translate it. Marine Shopping Mall, Eastern Fishman Island. And a giant caltrop. Well, I wouldn't say caltrop. It's a, what is it? What is it called? Is it called caltrops? No. It's called, what is it? Bolos. A giant, big iron bolo goes sailing towards a citizen, and it wraps around his throat, and it chokes this person out. Yeah! Ah! Spare us! We won't resist you anymore! Where are those attacks coming from? What can you mere citizens accomplish? Your resistance is meaningless. Hey! Where's Zio? He can change his skin color like a chameleon and blend in with his surroundings. If there is a ray of hope left for you, it would be the 3 Neptune brothers, but soon they'll be dead. Hey! A bug over there! Step on it! A roach! Smash it! Because something's moving on the ground. Huh? The voice stopped. Is the cockroach dead? Yeah, it smashed flat. And the cockroach is twitching, but underneath the cockroach is Zio.
You have nowhere to run. There will be no escape.
He's too proud to admit his disgrace. No wonder he's the self-proclaimed aristocrat of the Fishman District.
Is he trying to pretend that didn't just happen?
It shows that Zio has been laying on the ground this entire time, and when the fishmen were stomping and trying to smash where this cockroach, which I'm questioning how a roach got underwater in the first place, how does that work? Well, they are very hard to kill sometimes, but Zio literally laying on the ground, and his own men just beat him up. Why were you on the floor? Zio! Wabagong Fishman.
This is a revolution. As of today, at Conchcord Plaza, the death of the Neptune family will herald the birth of a new king. Now let's go to the plaza.
And Zio's just coughing up blood. With ships? Yeah, good point. Fishman Island, northwest of Waterwheel Town to Conchcord Plaza. And we cut to the Neptune brothers. How long until we reach Conchcord Plaza? Less than 1 hour, sir. Why would they go to all the trouble of executing the king in the plaza? It's sure madness. It must be a trap cast for your grace. So be it. I accept their challenge. I will not allow that fiend to harm my father. The citizens have finally begun to open their hearts again. I won't allow him to shut them down.
This must be why Jinbei never took his eyes off Hody. They probably the reason we haven't had any human pirates around for a while.
Is Shirahoshi still in Shell Tower? It bothers me that we haven't received any information, so Latino!
Fukaboshi, what do you think of the Straw Hat Pirates?
Despite Madame Charlet's prophecy that they will destroy this kingdom, I must admit that I sensed no malice when we met them.
Neither did I, and none of the mermaids at the inlet said anything bad about them. They know good people when they see them.
But this isn't the time for such speculation.
That's right! Latido Monboshi!
Oh, wait.
But this isn't the time for such speculation.
That's right! Latido Monboshi!
Gather our soldiers from all over the kingdom. We're going to save the king.
Yeah!
Fishville Hills, northeastern Fishman Island.
Blast!
We have the ministers of the left and right there.
Blast! We're helpless against a single sea beast. That thing's not normal.
Sea bear, stop! They're already mortally wounded! And one of the giant sea beasts that they sailed in on is just wreaking havoc everywhere. After apparently bodying all this the soldiers that were there too.
Sea bear, stop! Get some fire. All sea beasts are vulnerable to fire.
And then someone lights a fire in front of the sea bear.
Stop!
Muji, fire!
Yeah!
And then all of a sudden, Ikaros Much, giant squid fishman, is stricken with fear because his whole body just spreads out, like all of his arms spread out, and he just falls over.
What? Icaros's body is bending. Is it some sort of curse?
Put out that fire, you Gouji! Ah, crackle, crackle!
Fire?
What about the fire?
It'll roast me to dried squidgy!
No, it won't! No, it won't, you idiot!
Oh,
sorry!
And then the fire fizzles out.
you were going to cook me and eat me for a snack, weren't you? But you'll be sorry!
Yeah, I never even thought of that, idiot!
Oh, sorry. A long time ago, Icarus' giant squid best friend went too close to the sun and turned into a giant slab of dried squid. He's still traumatized by it.
$2!
Well, he's a fishman, so I doubt he'd end up like that.
And then Icarus takes this spear and stabs it into the guy that kept calling him an idiot. And on the tip of it is...
Be more careful next time, he.
Oh no! His squid spears are always trying to come back to life! One stab and it sucks all the liquid out of its victim!
So the same person that was calling Icarus an idiot before, he gets stabbed by this squid, and he gets stabbed by this squid spear, and the squid spear starts sucking the very life from him, just draining him of liquid. He had a hefty body, and now it's just turned into a shriveled up mess.
Ika! Ika, 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 Ika!
And Icarus keeps using his just palm striking this one dude who's already had much of his mass drained from him. He just pummels him into the ground.
Ah, yuck! He's smashing that dried up guy to a pulp!
Icarus, take it easy! Don't we need to get to the plaza?
Murchi, he, right.
Oh man, he's a dried squid snack now!
So not only is the guy drained of all of his mass, but he's also been flattened.
Minister of the Right, look up in the sky.
Huh?
Is that Hody?
And it is Hody on the back of two sea beasts, one that's carrying Neptune and the other with Hody's crew. On the backs of a giant sea beast lion and a sea beast giraffe. It's the people from the Fishman District! They're heading for the plaza! Making sure I don't miss any dialogue in the bind. Oh no! Look! They have the king!
King Neptune! Save us, your majesty!
Don't call me the Great Knight anymore. I can't even save my own subjects.
Perform your great night miracle! My king!
What good is an army if it can't even protect its king? Icarus, the king is to be executed in 2 hours! Let's hurry over to Concord Plaza!
Where's Captain Hody? Why isn't he showing himself? Moochie!
Well, the drug gives strength. Oh wait, and then Neptune chimes in.
That drug gives strength at the cost of a shortened life. This is the price you pay for your addiction to it.
Shut your mouth,
goes Hody. Captain Hody is suffering from wounds received from that pirate swordsman. He's been popping energy steroids to dull the pain. We tried to stop him, but he really did. So he's been constantly eating energy steroids more because Zoro cut him. That's how bad Zoro messed up Hody. The man has to keep eating energy steroids, which shorten your lifespan, in order to dull the pain. That's how badly Zoro hurt him. I love Zoro. When you get cut, it still burns. It's like when Kenpachi was fighting Unohana, and they both said that their scars burn whenever they speak. But Hody is on the ground, screaming out in pain.
Captain Hody!
It hurts to breathe. My body is being torn to pieces.
Moochie! Is this a side effect, Chi? Captain Hody! I knew those pills were dangerous.
And Hody is just screaming. Hody is screaming, riding on this sea beast at the top of his lungs. And then we just see Hody's arm. And that looks like a little bit of blood that's coming from his arm, too. Hey, what's wrong, Sea Bear?
He's acting strange. All the sea beasts around here should be under Captain Hody's control. But it's the first time I've seen any of them this terrified.
And that's the end of chapter 630. 631, but first another SBS. Question! underwear, and it keeps going. I'm not going to say the whole thing because it's just going to be me saying underwear like over 10, 15, 20 times. Signed, Underwear Curse. Answer, hey, wait, what happened? Question, underwear. Stop it! What is this? The entire postcard has underwear written 130 times. I counted. See, that's another reason why I ain't going to read the whole thing. What about underwear? You want to see it? You want to wear it? This is a question corner, you know. Question. This is how women all around the world look at you, Odachi, after reading SBS. No matter how cute they are, they'll still look like this. Good luck, signed Yuki. Answer. What? Stop it! Ow! I've been framed! I swear it's the reader's fault! They're the vulgar ones! They kind of are, because they're always asking these types of questions. Question. I have a question for Oda Chinchin. What's going on inside Vice Admiral Strawberry's head? Signed, Shinsu. Okay, first off, I'd appreciate it if you didn't call me Chin Chin. Ow, I can feel girls shooting daggers at me with their eyes. Anyway, Vice Admiral Strawberry appeared at the Buster Call of Ennie's lobby in the Paramount War, but he was wearing a hat at the time. You might have thought it was a long hat, but you see him with an injury to his long head during the flashback of Fishman Island. That's right, he just has a long head. It's not his hair in there. His skull is just really long. Oh, he's good at headbutting people. So there you go. See, I said this back then because of the bandages and everything, so I thought, there's no way you're going to bandage up hair. So is that his head? But now we know that Vice Admiral Strawberry's head that goes all the way up there, that's head. That's a 45 head. That's not a 4 head, that's a 45 head. It goes all the way up there. Question, if you tickle Ikaros much, is it true that he gets 4 times more tickle than regular people? Signed, Shinshu. Answer, just thinking about it makes me ticklish, because he has 8 armpits. Does anyone tickle people under their armpits? I feel like that's a kid thing. Do you know how to counter a headbutt? Yes, step out of the way. You gotta lean your whole head into it. That leaves you open. That's more than enough time for you to just step out of the way. Do you know how to counter a headbutt? Lower your head. Or move it, tilt to the side. With an elbow? Yeah, that'll work. An elbow. They will headbutt themselves. Or just step out, or just have them try and do a headbutt with you and then stand right in front of a wall and then step out of the way. That's a way. That's harmful, but it'll work. But also an elbow would work. You know, like a solid elbow. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Some people don't think it through with headbutts. I'm sorry, how did we get off on talking about what's the best way to counter a headbutt? How did we go off from there? Chapter 631, Concord Plaza, Decks of the World, Volume 16, Twin Cape. And someone is there having a drink with Crocus, along with Laboon. And then we get Vanderdecken.
She rejected me, so I shaved my head.
Just the top?
Fishman District, Noah.
Captain Decken, there are other fish in the sea.
Don't patronize me. At first, Shirahoshi was still just a kid. I wanted to fulfill my ancestors' wishes by marrying her. But you know what happened? You're not my type. Hurts when I hear that from this feeling of love, I think.
Extra syllables. Vanderdecken 9, the 9th.
I want to kill her now, but she's still alive. Everything I throw at her still flies at her, but that blasted straw hat keeps knocking them down. Oh yeah.
What's wrong?
That's it. I'll just smash everything. Everything! Bah! I just got a brilliant idea. Bah!
Fishville Hills, Fishman Island.
In the end, all it took was a few sea beasts to completely crush the Neptune army! Minister of the right! Minister of the left!
So close. We were so close. Your dream was finally going to come true with this year's reverie, Queen Otohime, and now this. Please, watch over us. At this rate, in 1 hour, the king will be dead. Please, save the king.
Concord Plaza. We can't get in! The entrance is blocked! Get Neptune! I hear the pirates roaring. Let's climb up! We should be able to look in! Execution platform of the king. Also the place where Queen Otohime was assassinated. Concord Plaza. Hey! It's the king! Ah! The Kraken! Hody Jones. Hody Jones, great white shark fishman. And Hody Jones is even more massive than before, and his hair has turned white. His hair has turned white, and he's even bigger. While we're sitting here in the plaza that's full of Hody's crew, the king is kind of crucified, and the sea beasts are all over the plaza with the Kraken looming in the background.
My soldiers.
And all of Hody's crew is just laughing.
They tried to save their country, and look at them now!
And then one soldier gets up.
Hody.
Holding a line of dynamite in his hands. That soldier is trying to do something.
Where?
Yeah, he's probably wants to blow us up with that dynamite. He probably wants to blow us up with that dynamite. With that dynamite. Kaboom! Moochie! I'll be turned into dried squid.
Oh, is he? And he lost that gut he had. Yeah, he had a gut. Now what's replaced it is solid pecs and a 6-pack set of abs. He's massive now. And then Hody just holds up his hand, and then a big droplet of water is like hanging from it.
If I could take out just one of them before the princes come, I will have done my duty.
And then this soldier lights the string of dynamite, and all the rest of the crew goes, "Hey, look out!" And when I say rest of the crew, I mean the fodder. But Hody just goes,
"What a shot!"
And with that one drop of water, he flings it. Remember, we saw shark arrows before. But then he flings this one drop of water, and it goes straight through the soldier, having him drop the dynamite directly in front of him. And the shot is so powerful that it goes through the wall of the plaza and goes out the other end. And it keeps sailing, and it breaks an entire giant tree of coral. And then it breaks through another solid foundation of coral as well.
Huh? What was that? How far is it going to fly?
And everyone is looking at the shot as it keeps going, and it keeps going, and it keeps going, and it keeps going. Mermaid Inlet, Western Coast. Now, mind you, we are already at Concord. We're already at Concord Plaza. Concord Plaza is far off from the Mermaid Inlet, and this shot from Hody goes sailing all the way towards the Mermaid Inlet, and it demolishes one of the foundations near the cove as well, but it doesn't fall on the mermaids, and then it falls into the water on the other side of Fishman Island. Concord Plaza.
I thought a water shot was only as strong as a normal punch.
No, that's not Hody. I thought a water shot was only as strong as a normal punch. And Neptune looks on in horror.
You were rolling on the ground in pain from taking too much energy steroids earlier, he.
Yeah, your hair. Your hair is all white and your body is completely changed too. How do you feel, Captain? And Hody just looks at his hand going,
Perfect.
Then the doors crash open. Hey, it's the princess! Soldiers, why didn't you...
Soldiers, why didn't you wait for us?
Ah, it's the princess! Can we hope to defeat them?
Fukaboshi, Ryuboshi, Momboshi, be careful. All the sea beasts and fishmen have taken those strength drugs.
The Neptune army could never be so easily defeated in a fair fight. Re mi fa so! Hang on, father!
Then the sea beasts bear down on the princess, like the giraffe, the rhino, the lion, the gorilla, and the elephant, and the tiger as well. They all bear down on the princess. Why can't you understand, Hody Jones? You're weaker than anyone on this island! You better talk to this man. You better talk to him. Our people are willing to forget centuries of discrimination and forgive the humans for murdering our hero and queen. They're willing to work hard to build a better future. They've pledged to make it a reality. Why can't you respect their powerful yet peaceful determination? Merman arts, Spear of the Ages, 7 great treasures, Dragon Delegate! And the princess beat up all of the sea beasts. A pack of hateful, revenge-obsessed fools are not going to take our king's head, our people's homes, or the kingdom of Ryugu. You will take nothing from us! And they just body all the sea beasts. Come on, princess. Come on, princess. Hee hee. Y'all better stop. Yo, they just body all of the sea beasts in a single instance.
We will defeat you and build a future of peace with the humans.
And if you win, you will initiate centuries of bitter conflict.
The sea beast lost!
They're so strong! They're the strongest men in all the kingdom!
Say what you want. In the end, this country will belong to the victor.
As the execs prepare to fight against the princes, and they go clashing. And then we cut to Megalo and Shirahoshi.
Hurry, Megalo!
Hurry, Megalo.
Please be all right.
Don't worry. We will not fail.
And that's the end of chapter 631. Onwards to 632. But first, an SBS. Question! Mr. Oda, hello! I have a question. What exactly are those lifesavers that the mermaids are wearing? Why do they wear them? Please tell me. Sign du Soppi. Answer. They're bubbles. It's similar to what they have in the Sabaody archipelago. Who's this Victor you're talking about? Hody doesn't know. Hody doesn't know. They're bubbles. It's similar to what they have in the Sabaody archipelago. Mermaids have difficulty walking on foot, so they wear the bubbles and swim using their fins in the air. They sit on or push on them. It's pretty versatile. The mermaids always carry their bubbly coral around with them. Question. And then? Signs, Mercurian. Answer. Yes, and I would like to hug the mermaids on the bubbles. What? That was uncalled for. Question. Mr. Oda, I read a lot of manga, but there are some that have the characters keep their mouths closed while talking and some that don't. To make it seem like the characters are talking, I think it's always better to have their mouths open. In One Piece, do you always make the character's mouth be open when they're talking? Victor is also a name? Yeah, when I think of Victor, I either think of Victor Frankenstein or Victor from the Underworld series, who was by far the last time we would get a good villain in the series. Well, then we would have Marcus. We would have Victor, and then we would have Marcus, and then the villains went downhill afterwards for that film. I didn't even watch the last Underworld movie that came out. You know, the one where she's like able to be in the sun, she's a super hybrid, and she's able to disappear right out of her jacket before anyone can see. It's like, okay. In One Piece, do you always make sure the characters' mouths are open when they're talking? Sign, Manabi. Answer, that's a big surprise. You must read a lot of manga. You're right. There are authors who keep their characters' mouths closed even when they are talking. On the other hand, I can't do it. I can't do it. On the other hand, I can't do it. It feels too weird for me. I think it's a difference of what you focus on. Authors that keep the mouths closed are usually people who want to make the characters look cool or make the scene look better. People like me who have to keep the characters' mouths open think of manga as a method of presentation. For us, it's more like, even if it looks ugly, it's more important to get the message across. Or there's no point in it if we don't get our message to the reader. This is how I think of the pictures in my manga, but each author has their own style. Yet another reason why you gotta respect Oda. Decks of the World, Volume 17, Whiskey Peak and the Bounty Hunters. And Miss Sunday, not Miss Sunday, but Miss Monday, I think it's Miss Monday. Miss Monday and Mr. Nine are chilling out at Whiskey Peak with their baby, because that is their child, I believe. I can't remember. Yeah, I think it's their child, because they wouldn't be having someone else's child while he's playing with the kid using his bats.
The princes are fighting the new fisherman pirates at the plaza! Let's go to Concord Plaza!
The fate of Fishman Island depends on this fight. If the princes lose, this country will belong to Hody! In the skies above Concord Plaza.
Big Boss Jinbei! Megalo! Take a look at that! Father!
What?
You're alright!
Hey, it's me. It's really me. But it's a fake balloon. Jinbei, tell her. Jinbei, tell her. Jinbei, tell her. Tell her, Jinbei. Let her know. At the outer rim of Concord Plaza.
The princess!
We're drawing a big crowd.
It's not every day you get to see somebody die.
And then Yozo is still drunk, with Dozin and Ikuro standing next to everyone else.
Excellent.
Prince Momboshi! Prince
Fukaboshi! Prince Ryoboshi!
What did those pirates officers do? The princes were winning and then they ate something that suddenly turned the battle around. The army, the ministers, and the royal family. Now there's no one left to fight in this kingdom.
Ah! I want to fight some more! Ba-boom! Murchi! It's so hot I'm turning into squid jerky!
As it shows in this big massive panel that all three princes were taken down by the execs of Hody and put up in chains right next to their father.
They were too strong!
I'm sorry, Father. Don't apologize. Their powers gained through unnatural means.
But the kingdom is theirs now. Let's execute them, Captain! Burn them! No, impale them! Give this disgraceful royal family the most painful death possible! Let the people see the execution! Shut up. Yep! I haven't received a report from Vanderdecken's underlings that Shirahoshi is dead yet. All this is meaningless if I can't lure her here.
Don't touch our sister, Hody! She's no warrior! She's no threat to you!
Prince Mamboshi, do you think I'm a fool? She's the mermaid of legend. I want to kill her more than any of you.
Captain Hody! Hey! Princess Shirahoshi! Yeah! And Jinbei fell into our trap! Grr. As Princess Shirahoshi, Megalo, and Jinbei are in chains and they're dumped right in Concord Plaza. Shirahoshi!
Father! Brothers!
What luck! Now my two main targets caught in the same net. Can I really be so lucky?
I'm so sorry. It's all my fault you're in this predicament.
What's done is done. Don't trouble yourself about it. Upon closer
Inspection, this isn't Father!
Of course not!
Because, Shirahoshi gets caught in a big net back when she saw the big balloon Neptune. She's all like,
on closer inspection, this isn't Father at all.
and Jim is all like,
Of course it isn't!
I feel like I'm channeling my Grinch whenever I do that.
Deep voice! I said 2 force, not 7/8 max! Stay focused!
I feel like I'm channeling Jim Carrey's Grinch whenever I'm doing these voices sometimes. I'm sorry.
I knew you'd come, Jinbei, but I liked you better when you still had an edge to you.
What happened to you, Hody? You look like a different person.
It's Big Boss Jinbei! I thought he left the island after he quit being one of the 7 warlords!
I heard Princess Shirahoshi was carried off by Straw Hat Luffy. Did Big Boss Jinbei rescue her? Yeah. Now all the key players are here. This was a lot easier than I expected. The only ones left are those unpredictable Straw Hats. They're probably looking all over for a way into Ryugu Castle. They'll want to avenge their dead crewmen, but we'll be ready for them.
And then we have people walking from the Concord Plaza. And it's regular people. Huh? Who are they?
Weapon-trained fishmen, 7,000 strong.
Oh, I thought they were humans, but they were actually the fishmen.
Weapon-trained fishmen, 70,000 strong. Human slaves captured over this past month, 30,000 strong.
Oh, so there were humans mixed in there. Oh, okay. And Jinbei sees this.
Ugh. A total of 100,000 lawless fugitives from the outcast Fishman District. There are some non-combatant women and children outside the plaza, but I'll deal with that later. We'll get more human slaves soon, but for now we have these 100,000. You people are the shame of our proud race. Your homes are ours now. Either run away or die. Decide now.
Creating a commotion in a public place? You people are so vulgar. Aren't you getting a bit carried away, Hody Jones?
Long time no see. What do you want, Madam Charlie?
I came to tell you you're in over your head here.
Madam Charlie.
I looked into the future and saw that a certain man will bring ruin to Fishman Island.
That may come true. Was I the one you saw?
No, the man who will destroy this island is Straw Hat Luffy.
What are you trying to say?
That's all I know. You will never be the conqueror of this island.
That's right, and Madam's prophecies always come true. So that means there's no future where Hody rules this island. And this causes Hody to get silent, but then all of a sudden, something pierces straight through Madame Charlie in an instant. And it was Hody who shot her with one of his water shots. He just shoots her straight through the chest with the water.
Madam Charlie!
What nonsense. Did you say that just to spite me, Charlie? I'm not like your brother. I looked up to your brother all along when I was a child.
Wait. Charlie is the sister of Arlong? I never knew this. I never knew this. What? What? I didn't know Charlie was related. Charlie was related to Arlong. That must be something I forgot from the anime or just looked over entirely. What?
I'm not like your brother. I looked up to your brother all along when I was a child. The whole Fishman District respected him.
And she's wincing in pain after being shot.
But now we've obtained real power. Now the Yonglong pirates are just an empty symbol to bring Fishman together. Look at the size of our army. Look at our power. I started this plan 10 years ago. And guess what? You know your beloved Queen Otohime? I'm the one who killed her.
So, okay, here's the thing, Hody. You were the one who said that a human killed the queen and shot the queen. Now everyone will know that you are the one who orchestrated more ostracization of humans in Fishman Island. I don't think you saying this is gonna go the way that you think. Let's continue. But to the horror of everyone who hears this revelation, Neptune, Fukaboshi, Ryuboshi, and Momboshi, what? You and all the pirates who are all the new fishmen pirates who follow Hody go like,
You killed Queen Otohime? Is that true, Captain?
what? But what about that human?
They didn't know! The fools! That day, I paid a human pirate to snipe the signature box and set it ablaze.
It's on fire!
And while everyone was focused on that, I shot Otohime myself! And then I killed that pirate Patsy. A human killed our queen! And set him up as the assassin. Curse you, Hody!
Father!
And then Hody proceeds to water shot Neptune point blank, sending a water shot straight through him.
She was in the way, Shirahoshi. She made everyone think it was wrong to seek revenge against the humans.
Which it was.
She tried to persuade the inhabitants of this island to make peace with their oppressors.
Which is far better. You don't forgive someone because they need it, you forgive them because you need it.
And she almost succeeded.
The world would be a better place if she did. Stop it! How can you talk to the princess like that?
It's too cruel!
Your mother deserved to die. That's why I killed her. I'm the assassin.
And then Shirahoshi starts tearing up, but she says,
I knew that.
this shocks... she knew. She knew! Shirahoshi!
What?
Fishman District. Noah.
Hey, Captain Vanderdecken! What's going on?
Can't you tell? Bah! A long time ago, the denizens of Fishman Island built this mysterious ship called Noah. I just tapped it with my right hand. In other words, I just threw this gigantic ship at Shirahoshi!
It moved! I don't believe it!
Noah is half the size of Fishman Island. There's nowhere to run and there's no way to stop it. Die along with the entire island, my dear Shirahoshi! Goodbye, Fishman Island!
And that's the end of chapter 632. Another SBS if we move on to 633. Question. Hey, Odachi. Odachi, who flew in from somewhere. I got something to say to you. You know the scene in volume 63, chapter 626, where Otohime cried about the signatures? There's someone that looks identical to the Nami mermaid that Luffy drew in volume 8, chapter 69. What's going on? If you don't tell me, well, I don't know. King of Gedatsu. Answer. I got lots of letters about this. I'm surprised you found it. Moreover, I'm surprised that what Luffy imagined actually existed. Question. Earwax boogers or eye boogers? Which do you prefer? This is disgusting. This is disgusting. Why? Why? Sign Hatamori. Answer. Earwax, I guess. Question. Mr. Oda, you're not my type. Sign Machin Takashi. Answer. What? But you read One Piece, so I like you. Question. Odachi, this is my first letter to you, and it's a serious question. In chapter 598, it mentions something about Soul King's TD sales, or whatnot. What is this TD thing? Is it like a CD in this world? In that world? I want to know. Sign Totemon. Answer. That's right. You can assume that that's what it is. A lot of things changed over the past 2 years, including much of the technology. TD stands for Tone Dial. It's a shell that can store sound like the ones in Sky Island. They managed to farm and improve upon that technology. They are sold in pieces of 2, and they can be enjoyed in headphone or stereo. Chapter 633, Friend or Foe. Decks of the World, Volume 18, Little Garden, Island of Giants. As Dory and Broggy continue their brawl. It's good to see them again.
What do you mean you knew I killed your mother, Shirahoshi?
As it shows Hody holding the gun that took Otohime from this world. Father, hang in there, please! But, Neptune has been massively injured.
Shirahoshi?
A few years ago, a few years after the incident, Megalo told me the truth. He used to be the Neptune's army's mascot. He saw everything that happened that day.
Megalo.
As Megalo was there when Hody shot Otohime, and Megalo starts snarling at Hody.
Shirahoshi, why didn't you tell us?
If I had, you would have tried to get revenge on Sir Hody, and that would have only have made Mother sad.
What?
It was the last promise I made to her. No matter who killed her, I wouldn't hate them.
Whoever the culprit is, don't let hatred consume you.
Because these are the last words. These are the last words of Otohime. And to this day, Shirahoshi has had that information in her heart. Wow. Wow, she's a lot more mature than she's given credit for.
Because of that?
Because of
Because of that?
you've been faithful to Mother's wishes all these years.
You knew this fact and held it inside you all this time? All alone in Shell Tower?
She refused to hate the man who killed her mother. Even if that was her dying mother's wish, such a thing would be almost impossible. What a heroic young lady. No one can imitate this feat.
Kind of reminds you of Vivi when she was younger, and Wapple tried to incite something in her, but Vivi at the time, when she was attending one of the reveries in the past, Wapple, hit her and tried to incite something, knowing that it would cause an incident, but Vivi just brushed it off because she knew at such a young age that it would cause more problems than anything else if they retaliated against Wapple. So this is another example of royalty that is mature beyond their years.
What a heroic young lady. No one can imitate this feat.
Stop laughing! Megalo, I'm so glad you picked this stupid girl to talk to. If you told anyone else, my plans would have been wrecked. Listen, Shirahoshi, in this world we call that stupidity. Because you wouldn't allow yourself to hate me, this kingdom is finished. It's your fault your brother, your father, your brothers, and all of your subjects are going to die.
No! Don't listen to him, Princess! What you did was noble and good!
How could it be? Shock arrows!
As Hody unleashes a violent torrent of shark arrows towards Neptune and the princess. And since they're chained up with no way to escape, they get hurt badly.
Your Majesty! Princess!
And then Neptune falls face forward, eyes whited out completely. My king! And his crown falls off of his head. Fukaboshi is completely out.
Ha ha ha! They look so stupid! Ha 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 ha!
Father! Brother!
This is terrible. The great knight Neptune may really be killed.
There are no warriors left, and the enemy has 100,000 armed fugitives. Madam Charlie! When will the pirate with the straw hat come and destroy this island?
What? I don't know. I can only see what happens. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or a year from now.
I hope he comes now! If he destroyed everything now, it'd be bad for us, but it'd be bad for them too! I want him to come now too! I don't want the king to die! Me too! Me too!
You're right. I want him to do it now, too.
And some adults are coming around and they're thinking the same way as these kids. How much of a coward can one man be? He's a big coward. A true coward would literally post people up, put people up on a post, and then just unleash attacks on them. They can't do anything because they can't fight back. Only cowards operate that way. You scared of a one-on-one fight because you know you're going to get messed up, even if you chugging all of them energy steroids.
Straw Hat Luffy! If you're gonna bring ruin to this island, do it right now! Destroy everything right now! If you're somewhere on this island, come right now! Straw Hat! Straw Hat!
Straw Hat!
Are they all imbeciles? I've heard of grasping at straws, but this is ridiculous. Besides, Charlie's prophecy has to be wrong this time.
What futile cries for help.
Have you all gone insane? Well, I'll bring you back to reality. Now watch as I blow the head off of your old King Neptune!
Ah! My king!
Father!
Sir Luffy! Please save my father!
And then Megalo starts harking us like, and then spits somebody out.
Huh?
This is the end of your disgraceful Ryugu kingdom!
Then someone moves with lightning speed from Megalo. And it's Luffy who lands a solid, big old fat jet stamp, or at least a jumping kick, directly into Hody's midsection, causing him to spit out blood immediately, sending him crashing into the Concord Plaza in the background. And if you saw the anime where he hit Hody, oh, it was beautifully animated. So much detail. It was gorgeous. What? Look! It's Straw Hat Luffy! He really showed up! He saved King Neptune!
Did you hear that, Prince? Did you hear that? Princess Shirahoshi asked him for help!
He came out of the shark's mouth?
Ah! He was in there the whole time? But why?
You.
Luffy!
He came out already? I suppose he had no choice.
Hurry up! Do it now! All of you!
Muchihi! What? Who's he talking to, he?
Hurry up! Do it now, all of you!
Mushihi! What? Who's he talking to, he?
Relax, I've been working as fast as I can.
And then someone starts to walk out and they start to go from, they're almost like they're phasing into the environment.
And it's someone in heels. Luffy's incapable of following a game plan. Mirage, cancel.
Ah! She appeared out of nowhere!
Is this what you wanted, Jinbei? The document from the Celestial Dragon? I've already given Robin the keys.
Well done!
What? The document was stolen before I even knew it! The keys to the shackles are gone too! And then someone with the power to cause arms to sprout up unlocks all the chains of the prince and the king.
Oh, the locks!
Look up in the sky! What is that? A whale? And a lion?
Go cannon! Fire!
And Frankie, on the Sunny, sails into the plaza and just unleashes a Gao cannon blast right in the middle of everything.
It's a pirate ship!
Now go, whale!
And it's Ho, the whale of Neptune.
Wait! Kapow! Give us back the royal family! Kabam!
As the whale swoops in and grabs Neptune.
What happened?
It looks like Jinbei and the Straw Hats had a plan. And then the Sunny lands in the middle of the plaza.
It's the Straw Hats!
They're all here! Hey, Straw Hat Luffy! Are you gonna destroy this island? Why did you take over Yugu Castle?
Were you the ones who kidnapped the mermaids?
Please answer us! Are you a friend of Fishman Island or a foe? Friend or foe? You can decide that for yourselves, as it has the entire Straw Hat crew right there with Shirahoshi and Jinbei, and they're prepared to throw hands. Oh, they're prepared to throw hands. They're prepared to throw hands. Hody Jones gonna be breaking some bones. They're ready to throw hands. Chapter 634, 100,000 versus 10. A few hours ago in the forest of the sea. Get out of the way! I'm gonna beat them all up!
I said wait! Hear me out!
What are we? What are we?
What are we?
Friends!
That's right, but for many years, fishmen and humans were unable to be friends. I told you not to fight Hody, but I meant you mustn't fight him without a proper plan. Don't jump headfirst into things without thinking. If you're gonna pummel Hody, don't do it as an angry human. Do it as the hero of this island.
Hero? No way!
What?
We're pirates. I love heroes, but I don't want to be one. Do you even know what a hero is? Let's say there's a bunch of meat. Pirates have feasts and eat meat, but heroes give the meat to other people. I want to eat the meat.
What kind of analogy is that?
I'll feed you all.
I'll feed you all the meat you want if you do as I say.
Deal.
Problem solved!
Simply put, the success of the plan requires you saving me. First, Megalo and I will allow ourselves to be captured. We'll infiltrate the plaza with you stowed away inside Megalo's mouth.
while someone steals the documents of the Celestial Dragon and the keys to the King's shackles from the enemy.
And Megalo's all like, what? I gotta have someone else in my mouth again?
Can you do all that?
I can take care of the stealing part. Robin and I can do that. Right.
Very well. Once we freed the king, I will ask for your help, Luffy. Jump out of Megalo's stomach so that everyone can see we're working together. The princess will stand by in a safe place outside the plaza, and once we've obtained the document, we'll escape with the king and her brothers. The rest of you must go to Ryugu Castle and save your friends right away. Once you have them, hurry on to the plaza. As for how to save your friends at Ryugu Castle, good luck with that.
There's a big hole in your plan, goes Sanji.
What do you think the citizens watching will think if they see this?
Everyone from Fishman Island and the Fishman District respects you, Jinbei.
Yeah, if Big Boss asks for Luffy-chan's help to save the king, they'll all cheer him on.
I'm only doing this because you asked me, Jinbei. I hate being cheered on by anybody.
Yeah, because it so rarely happens.
I defeat even the king of the demons if the mermaids would cheer me on.
Thank you.
Is something still bothering you?
So for the name of this operation...
Who needs a name? Let's go! Near Conch Plaza, as we cut to Hody Jones, who's laying on his back after getting drop-kicked by Luffy. And then he gets back up. The outskirts of Concord Plaza. Straw Hat Luffy is a human and a pirate, but he's on our side, right?
Princess Shirahoshi asked them for help.
They came to save our country with Big Boss Jinbei. Straw Hat! You're quite the popular one. And this is Zio. But don't think you've won just because you rescued the king for the moment, you worthless human pirates! And then Brooke is finally able to see Shirahoshi. Oh, you're the mermaid princess? What a babe! Yo! Excuse me, but may I take a look at your... Nami! I went and saved those idiots. Do you love me now? And Nami decks Brooke before he can ask to see Shirahoshi's, underneath her underwear or whatever.
Yeah.
Liar, we were waiting for you at the entrance. That's because I saved you guys. Oh wait, this is Frankie going, that's because I saved you guys.
What's with the whale?
We found him on the way and had him tow the ship. I got 2 new weapons waiting. Who wants to ride them?
What? New weapons? And then Usopp's all like, what? New weapons?
They're ignoring you!
I whispered it on purpose.
Wimpy Hoshi is gonna be in danger.
Her capture was unexpected. Well, she'll have to escape on her own.
Here's the document. Thank you very much, everyone. This is the hope of Fishman Island that Mother left behind. Wait, Luffy, did you just call me Wimpy Hoshi?
Yeah, you're braver than I thought. So you graduated from just being wimpy.
Oh.
That's right, Princess Shirahoshi. You endured so much for so many years.
I'm sorry. It's all because I kept that a secret.
It's all right. You just stay the way you are. To end the cycle of hatred is the wish of all great people. The bud of peace must one day blossom throughout the world. Someday, when all intelligent creatures share a common understanding, war and slavery between humans and fishmen will disappear. But I honor your long years of patient forbearance. You've nurtured that tiny bud all these years by yourself. Now let us protect it together.
All right.
Straw Hat, get him!
Thank you so much!
You're not a wimp anymore, but you're still a great big crybaby. Vanderdecken is completely useless. And then there's a boom sound from where Hody Jones erupted into the plaza.
Captain Hody! I told him that Shirahoshi had to be killed immediately. You played me for a fool, Jinbei. I should have realized it the moment you were captured so easily. You're obviously friends with these humans. I hate traitors like you more than anything in the world. You grew up in the Fishman District with Fisher Tiger and your oath brother Arlong, and they were both taken down by humans.
I need to get some water.
And now you choose to side with humans instead of avenging your brother. You're a coward, just like Neptune. But when I become king...
I need to get some water. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this Hody voice. Hold on. I am feeling this Hody Jones voice. I'll be right back. All right, we can continue. Move this water out of the way. There we go.
Cause this voice for Hody Jones, really, I can feel it in my voice a little. But when I become king, everything will change. The revelry that will be held this year's a perfect opportunity. I'll murder all the kings of the world at Marijwa, and the legend of the Undersea Kingdom will be born. I'll drag all the humans underwater and make them our slaves. Soon no one will dare to defy the fishmen. It'll be the same in the pirate world. Look at all these ferocious pirates. This is your future, Straw Hat. I alone am fit to be the true pirate king.
So, this is when he decided to mess around. This is when Hody decided to mess around. He's getting closer to that find out range. He's getting close. He's messing around. He's been messing around for years. He's about to find out. He's about to get an equal amount of find out from messing around.
I alone am fit to be the true pirate king.
Pirate king?
Yeah! Look at you. What can you do with your measly little crew of 10? We have 100,000 on our side. Get 'em, new fishmen pirates!
And then all of them start to rush the Straw Hat crew in this massively drawn panel.
Ah! I hear yelling! Hey, get out of here! Get out of here! There's no room! You're not interested in new weapons. You're not. Hey, get out of here. There's no room. You're not interested in new weapons. You get out. No, I'm too scared to go outside.
Don't activate yet. We have to draw them in closer.
There are 10 of us, so we need to clobber at 10,000 apiece. Numbers aren't everything. It's not like they're an elite Navy troops. And then Luffy just walks ahead of Zoro and Sanji. Huh? Hey, Luffy! And then he looks at all of them. And then all of the fishmen pirates around just fall, just immediately start foaming at the mouth and falling. What? What's going on? And this shocks Hody Jones.
He took down half our horde without doing anything!
Hey, snap out of it!
Blast, he got half of us just like that! 50,000 of us! What did he do?
And everyone is just standing there in awe. Standing there in awe of what Luffy just did to half their crew.
This is hockey.
He can do this after only 2 years of training?
That's the color of the Supreme King. I knew he had it in him.
He'd have better be able to do that much or I'll have to take over as captain.
Amazing! Luffy!
Your name's Hody, right? I'm gonna beat you down. You can play at being a regular king all you want. But there's only room in this world for one king of pirates.
So, let's just say this again. Luffy just knocked out 50,000 new fishermen pirates. Well, 50,000 combatants in one go. There's 100,000. He literally knocked out half of them like that. And Hody is looking and he's kind of sweating just a little bit. And then Jinbei's smiling. And then Luffy jumps up in the air and his fist gets huge.
Here he comes! What's with that arm?
I don't care how many of you there are! Come on! And he just starts bodying everybody.
All right, let's go.
Surrender or be annihilated.
I won't let them destroy this mermaid paradise.
There are many priceless treasures of this world history down here. Are many priceless treasures of world history down here.
It's getting hot! A perfect day for a concert! Yo!
Let's go! Time to show off Sunny's new soldier dog weapon!
Now we'll have some fun.
Ah! I'm the pilot! It's showtime!
And that's the end of chapter 634. Onwards to chapter 635. We got one more after this one, and then we're done. But first, an SBS. Question, Mr. Oda, I have a question. Will you please draw all the supernovas when they are kids? Sign, Yukata Harada. Answer, sure. My SBS is going to end here. Starting on page 186 is the voice actor SBS, which is of Cho, the voice actor of Brook, after 2 volumes of not having him in it. So we got Scratchman and Pooh as a kid, playing on the piano and, messing with having a pompadour. Then we have Law as a kid with that same hat. And he has like a frog and a scalpel. Then we have Killer, whose hair is obscuring his eyes, eating a bowl of noodles. Remember the SBS when he said that he liked noodles? We have Diaz Drake, who has a marine cap on his head. Then we have Capone Gang Beji, who's making like a little castle with a pistol in his hands and a knife behind him. Then we have Basil Hawkins, who's messing with tarot cards, even at a young age. We have Jewelry Bonnie, eating tons and tons of fish. We have Eustace Captain Kidd, who's messing with like a little robot and messing with with a little robot toy with a wrench in his hands. And then we have Urouge, who has the wings and the hairstyle of people from Skypiea when he was much younger. Chapter 635, So Scared I Ran Up to the Sky. Decks of the World, Volume 19. The chairman of a certain conglomerate. The founding of the evil Black Drum Empire. And it's Wapple. It's Wapple with his wife. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then we have Zio. Even if you have defeated 50,000 of our men, we still have 50,000 left. The Straw Hats are our arch enemies who continue to block our ambitions. And Jinbei is a personification of Otohime's ideal. He represents the worst possible future, one in which fishmen live in peace with humans. But isn't that the best one? Come on, Luffy. 50,000, you have to share. Oh, sorry.
I'm taking 30,000, Mosshead.
Shut up, Mr. Nosebleed.
What? Look at where we are. You want to protect your human mate, your huge mermaid princess? Then go ahead and try. Water shot!
And the Hody launches a water shot at Shirahoshi with the intent to kill.
No!
But then it gets dissipated by someone right before it hits her.
Ah!
No, looks like I didn't need to do anything.
Huh? The captain turned into a monster and made his water shot insanely powerful. But he deflected it with a water shot of his own! Jinbei's a monster too!
Now, mind you, Hody Jones was able to reach this amount of strength using steroids. And Jinbei not only dissipated Hody's power, but he did it without energy steroids. Which means that Hody Jones needs outside help to be within the range of Jinbei's strength. I'm sorry. This is getting good.
I don't know how you acquired that power, but it's merely the fishman karate of a novice.
He's the first fishman to become one of the 7 warlords. After he resigned, they set his bounty to over 400 million.
Shut up and fight me! If you wish to harm the princess, you'll have to go through us first!
Artillery unit, target Princess Shirahoshi! Yo! I can't have that! How dare you hurt the world's favorite mermaid princess! Party music! Welcome to Festival Night!
Huh? Was I dreaming?
And then Brooke jumps up in the air and creates like this landscape of where it's just like a place of music and merriment. Let's shoot those fireworks into the sky!
Woo! This is fun!
Pretty!
Hey, I told you to aim at the princess! Kaboom! And this is Dosen.
Huh? But Dosen, we're having a party. Huh?
I've already cut you. Quinto Tirs Fantasia! And Brooke cuts through all of the... I like that name. Quinto Tirs I know it's Fantasia, but it's Quinto Tirs Fantasia! And he cuts through all of the dudes who were distracted by the party music.
Iron Shell Unit, get him!
And a whole bunch of dudes with these shells, these supposedly hard shields, stand in front of Zoro.
3-sword style. Black rope dragon twister!
And with this massive torrent of cuts, he sends every one of the Iron Shell unit flying into the air and cutting straight through the iron shells. So Zoro's capable of cutting straight through iron so easily now.
He cut through those iron shells like they were pineapples! What was that huge slash? It was like the Grim Reaper's scyther. It's still going! It's a tornado that cuts flesh! Run before it gets you! How far is it gonna chase us?
To the pits of hell.
And everyone is... all the pirates are screaming from Zoro.
Raise the altitude of the bubble! Let's attack from the sky! Kill Princess Shirahoshi! Sea Urchin Spike Unit, led by Captain Hari Senbon. Puncture that kicking guy! Porcupine! Fish! You've got nowhere to run!
And a whole bunch of porcupine units with spikes all over their bodies try to jump towards Sanji. Sanji, look out! Wake up! Then we get memories of Sanji's time in the Kamabaka Queendom.
Sanji boy!
It's all in the distant past now. I ran away from those hideous monsters. I couldn't let them catch me. Through the rain and snow and storms, I ran and ran.
The kicker's ours!
As these pufferfish fishmen get closer and closer to each other.
Then one day, I was completely cornered. There was nowhere left to run.
But all of a sudden, they somehow run into each other. They run into each other, but not into Sanji.
Yeah! Ow! What happened? He's gone!
So I ran, and I ran. Right up to the sky. Skywalk!
He's up there!
Wow, Sanji's flying!
That's just like CP9's.
If you got something to say to Shirahoshi, you'll have to go through me first. I'm your gallant knight.
Oh, Sanji.
Diable Jamba. Puis la free spectre!
And he unleashes this massive torrent of kicks that are coated in fire, just all over every fishman who's in the air trying to attack him.
Hey, what's that?
Mille fleur! Gigantesco mono! And legs just appear in the air right behind Robin.
Legs?
Stomp! And then the feet come down. And they start crushing everyone. There's all like, this is a certified step on me, Robin moment. Then they just come down and they just start beating all over the place.
Pardon me.
Poison unit, go!
Yeah, it doesn't matter how big your legs are. One shot of our venom and down they go. Soldier duck system, channel 4.
And the Sonny changes channels.
Black Rhino FRU4!
And Frankie comes out with this big rhino bike, this rhino-themed bike.
It's a rhino bike! Awesome!
Venom, you say? Huh?
Huh? What is that thing?
Give me your best shot,
As Frankie is running over all these fishmen.
'cause I'm a metal monster!
Metal smashes metal. I'll handle this.
And one fisherman runs up to Frankie, is right in front of Frankie with a spiked iron ball and chain. But he gets shot in the face.
Yeah! Gah!
New number, Channel 5.
Brachial Tank 5! Engage!
Brachial Tank 5, engage!
Woo!
And it's a whole tank. It's a whole tank. It's a whole tank.
There it is! A dinosaur!
That's amazing.
Did you see my cannon shot?
The cockpit got bigger after he pulled the lever. I wonder how that works.
Isn't he supposed to be a shipwright?
And then, and you have Chopper who's, in the anime, you have Chopper who's riding in the tank and he's crying because he's the captain. He's like, and then Luffy's running alongside going, you look awesome, Chopper! And Chopper just is crying and he goes, Fire! You're awesome, Commander! Quit showing off, goes Zoro.
They're incredible!
They really are.
The 10 of them are a match for 100,000!
Straw Hat! Big Boss Jinbei! Straw Hat!
They're getting carried away. Kraken! The plaza! Now! There are only 10 of them, Kraken. Crush them and put an end to this.
Oh no! The legendary monster Kraken is coming!
The Straw Hats may be strong, but they don't stand a chance against that colossal thing!
Stomp! All my people say stomp! Music, my cousins say stomp! She promised to stomp the whole stomp. Nothing but the stomp. It ain't over. It ain't over. Moo doo doo. You're right, Ozzy, you're right! Let's get back to it. Oh no! The legendary monster Kraken is coming!
The Straw Hats may be strong, but they don't stand a chance against that colossal thing.
Ha ha! Show them the power of a deep-sea monster!
Hey, it's that stupid Kraken! Good thing he's really strong.
Hey, hurry it up! You're my slave. I brought you from the North Pole just for this. Now get to work!
Hey! Tsurume! It's me! Let me up! You were our pet before, remember? We're friends! And then Tsurume just scratches his head, and then he starts beating up the other pirates. He starts beating up the other pirates immediately for Luffy. And Luffy's just chilling. He's just chilling on the back of Tsurume, just going. He's just enjoying himself.
Kraken turned on us! Kraken, you stupid octopus!
Go, Tsurume, go!
Captain, save us!
And it shows Hody getting more and more upset. Thought you'd like that one? Thank you, Ozzy. Because I've been listening to a lot of different songs lately, like old songs from like what is it, Wow Gospel from the early 2000s, including John P. Key and that one trombone player that he had. That lives rent free in my head. But that's the end of chapter 635. Onwards to the final chapter of this volume. But first, NSBS, Brooks voice actor Cho. Hey, how do you do? This is going to be the 9th one. Thank you all for waiting. This is the final voice actor SBS. For our guest this time, depending on what generation you are, he's really, really famous. A long time ago, he used to host a children's show on NHK called Tankenboku no Machi. Now he's playing Wan Wan on another program on NHK called Inai Inai Ba. He puts on a stuffed animal suit and talks in the show. He's a true thespian. It's Brooks' voice actor, Cho, in the house. Please come on down. It's Cho. Oh, I'm so glad you didn't forget about me. Cries. Oh, look, You just came here and you're crying already. I preemptively apologize by plugging your show on NHK. Please wipe your tears. Oh yeah, I have some candy for 45 degrees! He's not listening, and he ran off. Hey, Joe! Oh, Onachi, it was time for my gig. Huh? Wait, I know you have your daily routine, but can you just... Sure. That's it? Well, before you run off, do you know what SBS stands for? Super! Okay, that's your S, but what's the whole thing for SBS? Oh, right. Then how about Superboy Super? You people have no intention of getting it right, huh? Shoot! This is going to be the last SBS I do with these uncontrollable people. One trouble after another. Sheesh. Sheesh. Okay, Joe, here are the letters. Okay, I'm off, and runs away. What? You're going to do the SBS while you're jogging? Oh, do whatever you want. Joe's SBS continued on page 206. Chapter 636, General from Futureland. Decks of the World, Volume 20. Drum Island, Cherry Blossom Kingdom Peacekeepers. And along with the soldiers of Dalton, we have Lapans, or Lapins, who are in the ranks of the soldiers for the Drum Kingdom as well.
Bah! Kraken was supposed to fight for Captain Hody. Now he's on Straw Hat's side.
Listen, Tsuneme, you stay here and protect Shirahoshi. And you protect Wimpy Hoshi. So now, wow, I can't think of any better guard than the Kraken to guard the Mermaid Princess. Because he's got a lot of arms. There's no way it's all like, oh, I gotta defend her front. He just needs to be behind her and has his arms all right next to Shirahoshi. That's the best guard dog you could have under the sea. But Tsuneme is smiling.
I entrust myself to your care, Sir Tsuneme.
Okay.
Hey! What's that? Everybody's getting out of the way!
They must be afraid of my weapon.
Take this chance to defeat the enemy officers.
Yeah! Forward! Cookie cutter!
And it's Daruma underneath.
Huh? Commander Chopper! The tank is shaking!
And then the tank sinks into the ground.
A tank trap! Aha! Got him! Hee hee! I got you, guide! That's my super Daruma drop! I just honeycombed the ground under here with tunnels!
No!
Time to get the other bike! Hey! What happened? Usopp! Chopper!
As Frankie is driving.
Oh no, a hole! Is he an idiot?
And Frankie drives straight towards a hole because of Daruma's machinations.
Hey! Are you guys alright?
No!
Super darn you! You won't get away with this! Get out of here!
And then Frankie tosses up Usopp, Papagu, Nami, and Chopper out of the hole.
Ah!
Ah!
Why? What's the big idea, Frankie? Why'd you throw out the tank commander?
Because there's only room for one in this thing. It's time to get freaky!
You already are!
Black Rhino FRU4!
And then it moves in the air, and it starts to change.
Stand by! Brachio Head! Change! Brachio Tank 5! Black Rhino FRU4! Docking!
What?
Go, go, Power Rangers!
Iron Pirate! General Frankie!
General Frankie, Iron Pirate. With the combination of the Brachio tank and the Black Rhino bike, it combines into a giant mech.
There it is!
Esteemed genius Vegapunk, your dream has come true. I succeeded in developing a shape memory alloy, Wapple Metal.
What's that?
And Luffy's looking awesome!
It's the combination robot that we've all dreamed of. The sword of the village, the sword of the pillager, Franken. General, watch your step.
Ah! It's striking from below!
A cheap shot, but still deadly.
As Frankie starts spinning around in place in a circle, causing all the fishmen pirates to jump around and avoid the sword.
And now that you've jumped in the air, I'll get you with my shoulder cannon.
Huh? A shoulder cannon?
Frankie Cannon!
You're the gunner?
He says this, but Frankie gets out of the cockpit and then uses his own personal shoulder cannons to fire instead of cannons from the mech.
You're the gunner? But I still think you're pretty cool.
And both Usopp and Chopper are just enamored, while Nami and Robin are just like, huh.
Rats, he's got too many tricks. General, wait!
So heavy!
And Nami's just looking as Frankie is just, messing around with his mech, being ridiculous.
Hey, this one looks weak.
And then one pirate comes up behind Nami and tries to hit her.
How rude.
And Robin and Nami are they're all like this. They don't understand the appeal of giant robots. Megas XLR, Pacific Rim, the first movie, and basically every Megazord transformation from Power Rangers. It sticks with you. It's heavenly. It is godly. You like it. If you don't, there's something wrong with you. But one pirate tries to hit Nami.
How rude. I just get scared easily. Don't underestimate Rodaria's weather science. Sorcery climate baton!
And she holds up the end of a climate baton, and it's a new one. Holds it up, and a bubble comes out of the end of it. But it's a massive burst that hits this fishman in the face.
Sword!
And launches him back.
Crap, I ended up outside. But stand your ground, Usopp. You're not like you used to be. Special attack, Green Star! Bamboo Javelin!
And he shoots a pop green, which shoots up very sharp bamboo spires that launch people into the air.
Master Heracles! Those 2 death-defying years in abandoned forests are something I'll never forget. This is the second chapter of the great adventure of the great man Usopp!
Those pirates all fight with such spirit. It's like their appetite for fighting is insatiable. And then we cut back to Dodoma, who's still clawing on the ground and chewing on the ground. Is he eating the rocks, or is he just biting it out of the way?
Hee! I'll turn this whole plaza into an enormous pit! I don't care if he is a robot! Once I drop him into the hole and bury him, he's finished!
And then something is in the ground with Dodoma.
What's that? Someone else is digging around here?
Dodoma just went flying!
Who is that? Me! Hard point! I'm good at digging too!
And Chopper shows up with a new point transformation where his horns are extra large. His horn point. Remember, he had a horn point back when he was fighting Kuro Marimo on the top of Drum Island against Wapple. But now he's refined it. So he still keeps his cutest type look, but now it's even more. It's even better than it was before.
Hard point! I'm good at digging too!
Chopper, you can turn into a stag beetle now?
I'm not a beetle! I renewed and improved my 7 changing points over the past 2 years. There's only one form I need the Rumble Ball now for. There's only one form I need the Rumble Ball now.
Oh wait, I've been reading that wrong, sorry.
There's only one form I need the Rumble Ball for now. I can change it to the other 6 anytime I want. Yeah, you're a cocky little fellow, Coralhead. I'll shred you with my teeth. These aren't coral, they're my antlers. Oh, and I'm a cocky monster.
How many of them did we get?
0! As the fighting continues.
Kraken, good job capturing Shirahoshi. Now Smasher. Now Smasher, remember your brother at the North Pole.
And this is Hody still trying to boss around the Kraken.
I know exactly where he is. We can go there and kill him easily. Your species is legendary. Even your dead carcasses bring a good price. If that's what you want, go ahead and betray me now. Don't let your sympathy for humans get the better of you, fool.
What? Hody is holding his brother hostage?
As Jinbei is casually choking the life out of a fishman who's trying to fight him. And then Shirahoshi, and then Luffy's looking on. Luffy's looking on, and then Shirahoshi slowly starts to get squeezed by Tsurume.
Tsurume, you're hurting me!
Tsurume! And then Tsurume stops because he sees Luffy. And Tsurume is huffing and puffing. You're only obeying him to protect your brother? I know you don't want him to get hurt. If he's younger or older, is he younger or older than you? Why don't you let me protect him too? And then Luffy understands brotherly love.
Here comes Straw Hat.
Kill him! You guys can't, kaboom!
Leave it to us, But I keep hearing those people talk about dried squid. It's making me nervous.
Straw Hat!
I will let you get to the captain,
As Dosun and Ikaros try to aim for Luffy, and Luffy ignores them as Sanji and Zoro come in and deflect Dosun and Ikaros, respectively. And they get bodied.
Gah! Moshi!
So you're coming, Straw Hat?
Stop, Straw Hat! Hey, he's gone! And before even Hody can even respond and get up, Luffy is already in front of Hody and punching him directly in the, kicking him directly in the face. Hody couldn't even respond. I'm burning with rage now! And then we cut from Luffy. We cut from Luffy to the outside view of Fishman Island. That's the Ark of Prophecy! The Noah!
It's moving. Why? How? This is bad. Very bad. This is bad. Very bad.
What's wrong, Father? I realize this is unusual, but why are you so agitated? Isn't that just an old relic? Surely it's not important.
No, we mustn't allow any harm to come to the Ark. It must never be moved until a certain day has arrived.
And that is the end of chapter 636, the final chapter of volume 64. And now we move on to the SBS with Cho, and then we can call it a session for today. Because there's some gaming news that I'm looking into. Like, I want to know more about Pirate Warriors 4 getting more characters. Our very own musician, Cho! Reader, Cho, where did your name come from? Signed, Captain Nobu. My real name is Shigeru Nagashima. The Naga part has an alternate reading of Cho. So that's Cho's name. I thought it was just Cho. I thought it was just like a stage name and that was it. I never looked into it. Shigeru Nagashima. That's his name. Question. I hear you run 10 kilometers every morning. Do you have a secret to your good health? If your name Shigeru changes to Shigeo, you will be the same as Mr. Answer. Get some sun. The sun is great. But not too much, especially not now because the sun will cook you. Question. I have a question. What was the best thing about being the voice actor for Brooke? This is a serious question. Signed, Love Brooke. Answer. I had some high school girls go, what? No way, wow. Then again, I think they didn't think it was true. Question. Cho, I loved you ever since I was in the 3rd grade. Marry me. Whoops, I already have a husband. Oh, I have kids too. 2 of them. I guess for now, can you show me your underwear? Signed, Tanken Watashi no Machi. Answer. Sure. Oh, I'm not wearing any. Oh, behave, Mr. Cho. Yo-ho-ho! Is your method of maintaining realism in your acting to look at the female voice actress's underwear? Signed, Nyonko. Answer. How did you know? Right? Question. What color is Yoriko Yamaguchi Robin Yamaguchi's underwear today? Signed, Taaki T. Answer. Color of a stray cat. And a stray cat can be any color, so it's just left up to your imagination. Please don't think about it too much. Question. Didn't you get irritated since they skipped your turn on SBS twice? Show your frustration to Oda. It's easy. Just open Oda's mouth when he's sleeping, jam some poo in his mouth, and run. Why? Why would you do that? Signed, I am N. Fishman. Why would you do any of that? Why? That's unnecessary. Answer. Oh, I don't poo, because I'm an idol. You know the group AKB doesn't either. Momoe Yamaguchi doesn't either. Haruko Ayase doesn't either. Jang Gang-suk doesn't either. I'm sorry, I lied. Question. If you were to teach Brooke a new technique, what would it be? Signed, Redbeard. Answer. 90 degrees on the side. Just laying down. Question. You're the same show from that children's show on NHK, right? I loved it when I was a kid, and I can even sing your songs now. I remember how you drew out an exploration map at the end. Since you're so good at drawing, can you draw the characters of One Piece? Signed, Kupante. And Cho basically draws everyone from the Straw Hat crew. Hey, I have a favor to ask. Please make a song about the Soul King's favorite underwear. I know you love them. Sign Rose Essence. Answer. Underwear, underwear, underwear doesn't walk to you. That is why you have to walk to the underwear to look yourself one on day one, two on day two. When I see three, I'll think I'll get a nosebleed. Underwear. I'm sorry. Oda. Okay, thank you. Time's up for Cho. He's still going. Life is about 1, 2 underwear, get all sweaty and cry all night. But let's go see some underwear. The underwear you showed me made my life all rosy. Underwear. I'm just making this up as I go along. Okay, thank you, huh? Raise your legs, shake your butt. Underwear, underwear, don't let up and show it to me. I think that's enough. Sing with me, Odachi, come on! I can see your underwear, ta-da! And what? What are you making me sing? Bye, everyone. See you again. Runs away. That's it? Well, I guess that's it. See you next volume. And that is the end of volume 64 of One Piece, ladies and gentlemen. This was a very fun read to go through. I enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. I gotta do some other things today. And remember, I am not having a One Piece reading of any kind on Saturday because there is a very important birthday that I will be attending on that day, so there won't be any One Piece readings on that Saturday. Even if I skip this upcoming Saturday, I'm still going to be finished before near the beginning of August, so I'm still on track, so we're still good. But everyone, it was wonderful reading to all of you once again. We are progressing through Fishman Island. We have I want to say 2 more volumes before we move into the next arc, so it should be interesting. But thank you. This was wonderful. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to entertain you with my voices and my dramatic reading of this fantastic story. I will see you all tomorrow. And all I can say to everyone here, from Ozzy to Cohagen and everyone in between, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you enjoyed what you saw here today, then please, because it helps the channel, like. Saturday, you said. Yes, Saturday. None on Saturday. So don't worry about me not scheduling it on that day. But, yes. But if, and, what is it? Hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you on my next video. And if you enjoyed what you saw here today, then do this because it helps the channel. Like, subscribe, and share the stream with everyone you know, because the more the merrier. And because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day. And once again, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day. And once again, as always, later, peoples. I feel really good today. You guys don't even know. I feel really good.